Join me as we delve into the heart of global threats, exploring potential cataclysms that could reshape our world in an instant. Our planet harbors slumbering giant supervolcanoes capable of eruptions that defy comprehension. Yellowstone National Park, a haven of natural beauty, harbors one such behemoth. Beneath the geysers and hot springs lies a caldera, a vast crater left by a previous eruption of unimaginable scale. Should Yellowstone awaken, the consequences would be felt globally. Molten rock and ash would be ejected high into the atmosphere, blanketing the surrounding landscape in debris. The ash cloud, carried by winds, would spread across the planet, blocking out the sun and plunging temperatures. Crops would wither, leading to widespread famine. Air travel would halt, isolating continents. The delicate balance of our global ecosystem would be thrown into disarray. Scientists monitor these volcanoes closely, searching for any sign of unrest. The impact of a supervolcanic eruption would be felt for generations. By understanding the risks and preparing for the worst, we can increase our chances of survival. By facing this challenge head-on, we can ensure that humanity endures. Our planet hurtles through space, a tiny oasis in a cosmic shooting gallery filled with asteroids. These celestial bodies, remnants from the formation of our solar system, vary in size from small pebbles to massive rocks stretching miles across. Most burn up harmlessly in the atmosphere, creating the beautiful streaks of light we call shooting stars. However, some are large enough to survive this fiery descent and reach Earth's surface, unleashing catastrophic consequences. Imagine an asteroid, miles wide, hurtling towards our planet at tens of thousands of miles per hour. The sheer speed and mass of such an object would make it an unstoppable force. Upon impact, the energy released would be equivalent to thousands of nuclear weapons detonating simultaneously. The explosion would create a massive crater, vaporizing everything at ground zero. The immediate blast would obliterate everything within a radius of hundreds of miles. Buildings, forests, and entire cities would be reduced to rubble in an instant. The impact would trigger earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis. These secondary disasters would spread destruction far beyond the initial impact zone, affecting regions thousands of miles away. The impact would eject billions of tons of dust and debris into the atmosphere, enveloping the planet in darkness. This thick shroud would block sunlight, disrupting the climate on a global scale. Sunlight would be blocked, temperatures would plummet, and a long, bitter impact winter would descend upon the Earth. This sudden and severe climate change would make survival incredibly difficult. Crops would fail, ecosystems would collapse, and humanity would be pushed to the brink of extinction. The food chain would be disrupted, leading to widespread famine and suffering. Unlike the dinosaurs, we are not helpless in the face of this cosmic threat. We have the knowledge and resources to take action and protect our planet. We have the technology to detect and track potentially hazardous asteroids. Advanced telescopes and radar systems allow us to monitor the skies and identify threats long before they reach us. By investing in space exploration and developing new technologies, we can ensure that humanity is not caught off guard. Missions to study asteroids up close provide valuable data that can help us devise effective defense strategies. With ingenuity and determination, we can overcome this threat. International collaboration and continued innovation are key to safeguarding our future against the dangers lurking in the cosmos. In the invisible world of viruses and bacteria, a constant battle rages. These tiny entities, unseen by the naked eye, are in a perpetual struggle for survival, evolving and adapting in ways that challenge our understanding of life itself. These microscopic entities, some benign, others deadly, are locked in an evolutionary arms race with our immune systems. Our bodies have developed intricate defenses, but the pathogens are relentless, always finding new ways to breach our defenses. Imagine a world gripped by fear, where an unknown virus spreads like wildfire, crossing borders with ease, overwhelming healthcare systems, and leaving a trail of death and despair. This scenario, once the stuff of science fiction, has become a stark reality in our interconnected world. This is not a scene from a Hollywood movie, but a chilling possibility. The eerie silence of empty streets and shuttered businesses serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of our modern society. The world has witnessed the devastation pandemics can unleash. From the ancient plagues that decimated populations to the more recent outbreaks, history is replete with examples of how infectious diseases have shaped human civilization. The Black Death wiped out a third of Europe's population. This catastrophic event not only caused immense human suffering but also led to profound social and economic changes. The Spanish flu of 1918 infected an estimated 500 million people worldwide. This pandemic, occurring in the aftermath of World War I, demonstrated how quickly a virus could spread across the globe, leaving a lasting impact on societies. Today, global travel and trade make it easier for diseases to spread rapidly. The interconnectedness of our world, while bringing many benefits, also poses significant risks when it comes to the transmission of infectious diseases. A new strain of influenza, a deadly hemorrhagic fever, or a drug-resistant superbug could trigger a global health crisis. The emergence of such pathogens is a constant threat, requiring vigilance and preparedness from the global community. The early signs of a pandemic can be subtle, but by the time the alarm bells are sounded, it may already be too late. Early detection and rapid response are crucial in preventing widespread outbreaks. The virus could spread like wildfire through densely populated cities, overwhelming hospitals and stretching healthcare systems. The strain on medical resources would be immense, with healthcare workers on the front lines facing unprecedented challenges. The economic and social consequences would be profound. The closure of businesses, the loss of jobs, and the disruption of daily life would have far-reaching impacts on communities and economies. Businesses would shutter, schools would close, and entire cities would be placed under quarantine. The ripple effects of such measures would be felt across all sectors of society, from education to commerce. But in the face of this invisible enemy, there is hope. The resilience of the human spirit and the advancements in science and technology offer a beacon of light in these dark times. We have the scientific knowledge and technological tools to develop vaccines and antiviral drugs. The rapid development and deployment of these medical interventions can turn the tide in the fight against pandemics. By working together, we can create a world where infectious diseases no longer have the power to hold humanity hostage. Collaboration, innovation, and a shared commitment to public health are our strongest weapons in this ongoing battle. Since the dawn of the atomic age, a dark cloud has hung over humanity, the specter of nuclear war. The weapons we have created represent both a triumph of human ingenuity and a chilling testament to our capacity for self-destruction. Imagine a world engulfed in nuclear fire where cities are reduced to radioactive rubble. The detonation of even a single nuclear weapon would have catastrophic consequences. The blast would vaporize everything within a radius of several miles, creating a firestorm that would rage for days. The radioactive fallout would contaminate vast areas, poisoning the land, water, and air. Those who survived the initial blast would face a slow and agonizing death from radiation sickness. The resulting nuclear winter would plunge the planet into darkness, causing temperatures to plummet and crops to fail. The delicate balance of our ecosystem would be shattered, leading to widespread famine, disease, and ecological collapse. The threat of nuclear war is a clear and present danger. We can choose diplomacy over conflict, dialogue over confrontation. The future of humanity hangs in the balance. Our planet, a delicate blue sphere, is changing. The Earth, which has sustained life for millions of years, is now facing unprecedented challenges. The balance that once existed between nature and human activity is tipping dangerously. The climate, once stable and predictable, is now in flux, driven by human activities releasing harmful greenhouse gases. Industrialization, deforestation, and the burning of fossil fuels have accelerated the accumulation of carbon dioxide and other pollutants in our atmosphere. The consequences are already being felt globally. From the Arctic to the equator, no region is untouched. The polar ice caps are shrinking, and weather patterns are becoming more erratic and severe. Temperatures are rising, ice caps are melting, sea levels are rising, and extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense. Hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones are growing in strength, leaving devastation in their wake. Imagine a world ravaged by climate change, where coastal cities are swallowed by rising seas, where once fertile lands are transformed into barren deserts. The landscapes we know and love are changing before our eyes. It is a world of mass displacement, food shortages, water scarcity, and conflict. Communities are being torn apart as they struggle to survive in increasingly harsh conditions. As temperatures continue to rise, we can expect more frequent and intense heat waves. Cities will become heat islands where the concrete and asphalt trap heat, making life unbearable for many. Droughts will become more severe, leading to crop failures, famine, and mass migrations. Farmers will struggle to grow enough food and water sources will dry up, exacerbating the crisis. Rising sea levels will inundate coastal cities and displace millions of people. Entire communities will be forced to relocate, creating a new wave of climate refugees. The influx of climate refugees will strain resources and exacerbate social tensions. As more people compete for dwindling resources, conflicts will become more common. The delicate balance of our ecosystems will be disrupted, leading to the extinction of countless species. Biodiversity, which is crucial for the health of our planet, is under threat. The Amazon rainforest could transform into a savanna, releasing billions of tons of carbon dioxide. This would further accelerate global warming, creating a vicious cycle of destruction. We must act now to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the worst effects of climate change. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power offer a path forward. We have the technology, resources, and ingenuity to address this crisis. Innovations in science and technology can help us transition to a more sustainable way of living. The time for complacency is over. We must come together as a global community to demand action from our leaders and make changes in our own lives. The time for action is now. Together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. The threats we've discussed are real and imminent. By staying informed, preparing for the unexpected, and working together, we can build a safer, more resilient world. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let us move forward with a renewed sense of purpose.